You wake up in a small village, surrounded by people you've known your entire life. No alarm, no schedule, no place you need to be. For 99% of human history, this wasn't a hypothetical. This was every single morning for roughly 300,000 years. Can you imagine living in a world where everyone knows your business, and your business is mostly just trying to survive? You start your day by helping with the morning hunt, or perhaps tending to the family garden. Your community is small, and everyone plays a vital role. As you work, you can't help but notice the person next to you, the one with the bright smile and the quick wit. According to anthropologist Helen Fisher, humans have been attracted to each other for millions of years, and it's not just about physical appearance. What do you think is the most attractive quality in a partner? In ancient times, dating wasn't like it is today. There were no dating apps, no social media, and no fancy restaurants. If you wanted to impress someone, you had to do it the old-fashioned way, by showing off your skills as a hunter or gatherer. As researcher David Buss notes, in many ancient cultures, men would often compete with each other for the attention of a potential mate. Can you imagine having to fight for the affection of someone you like? One of the most famous studies on ancient dating habits is the work of anthropologist Polly Wiesner, who studied the Zikung people of southern Africa. Wiesner found that, among the Zikung, courtship was a long and elaborate process, involving intricate gift-giving rituals and public displays of affection. It's not unlike the modern practice of buying flowers or chocolates for a date, but on a much grander scale. What do you think is the most romantic gesture someone could make? As we reconstruct a day in the life of our ancient ancestors, it becomes clear that dating was not just about finding a mate, but about building a community. In many ancient cultures, marriage was a social and economic arrangement, rather than a romantic one. According to historian Stephanie Kuntz, the concept of romantic love as we know it today is a relatively recent development, dating back to the Middle Ages. Can you imagine marrying someone you didn't love, just for the sake of your family or community? But what about the counterintuitive twist? What if I told you that, in some ancient cultures, women were the ones in charge of choosing their mates? According to researcher James Sussman, among the Hadza people of Tanzania, women would often initiate relationships and even propose marriage to their partners. It's a far cry from the traditional notion of the man being the pursuer and the woman being the pursued. What do you think is the most surprising thing about ancient dating habits? As we look back on ancient dating practices, it's clear that, despite the many differences, some things remain the same. We still seek connection, community, and love. We still try to impress each other, whether through our skills as a hunter or our skills as a partner. And we still struggle with the complexities of relationships, whether it's navigating the expectations of our community or figuring out what we want for ourselves. Can you relate to the struggles of our ancient ancestors? You wake up in a small village, surrounded by people you've known your entire life. But now, you see them in a different light. You realize that, despite the many advances of modern society, some things remain timeless. The pursuit of love and connection is one of them. You wake up, and you start your day, with a newfound appreciation for the ancient art of dating.